ya nyantechwa emre bia am this ka be free Europe akoma ebusuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer eye easy eye convenient eye fast and sound so ye free won't ya hwe me discover ye mapim tap send Intienne also download the tap send app no ewo mobile phone so free na fesika komo ebusuafo wo Ghana fa na nyina tap send papa no
everybody check now check it the beat is real don't will make it kill ya get your green select glucometer and check it sugar level check it green select glucometer check it sugar level for check it reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo na ni etena ka mu kwanten akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se wo benya ni nyina ofa akọ enno so ya asem foforo wo so to mfa akosika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota la pass ekosinsa Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anase ade bia wo pe bia. So wo koton ko ade a ene bia wo se wo tumwa eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto. All call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Okay, so it is that time of the day where gentlemen sit together and talk about the real issues happening in our showbiz space, and we're going to do this within some 2 hours. So I'm just calling you to be part of it with your comments, with your suggestions, and also remember to share, because this is what the industry is talking about. We give you only the juiciest among all the pieces in our showbiz industry. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is the only online discussion platform that the world is talking about, and today being one of the days that we have prepared mainly for you, we wanted to enjoy the pieces. Roland Amate already in your shot with his customized hat. So I'm away from this now. Currently, I see you wearing this. Where from it?
I think it happens when my hair gets messy, so I tend to cover it.
When you don't have money to plait it.
Oh no, it's not like that. You see,
you don't have money to plait it. Just say.
Hey, Charlie. Boys are disturbing themselves. So sorry. Let me arrange that. Like when you don't have money to plait your hair, then you start wearing it.
And I'm birthday so bad.
Hey, Charlie. But cut it and be free like mine.
Oh, there be a branding now.
A com branding video. A com branding video. So because there is no star, that's why you wear it. When the star comes, then you kick it. Hey, Charlie boys, bro. Another regard. You have to help your people.
No problem, bro.
So like averagely, how much do you spend in a month on your hair?
Oh, it depends. Sometimes I do it weekly. Sometimes maybe in 2 weeks. So let's say it depends on the style also. Sometimes I can spend as close to 100 CDs or maybe a 70
for
CDs for one style. So
and you can keep it only for
a week or two
in a month.
Yes, it depends.
So that is cheaper. Because I spend like.
Is it not stressful? Is it not stressful?
I don't see it that way though.
Oh, okay.
I don't see it that way.
Okay. How about you, Barrister? How much do you spend on your hair in a month?
Well, sometimes we can leave it. We are not
for a whole year.
Oh, we are not
Then it's not shaved.
Oh, we are not bothered. Sometimes, sometimes you don't have anywhere going, so you just be indoors. So.
Oh, so in your case, it is only when you want to go. That's when you cut your hair.
For me, you see, I'm very, very critical when it comes to my hair and the person handling. So the barber that used to take care of me traveled out. So sometimes I'm very, very critical. Who should I go to? Sometimes if you are not careful, your shape will be shifted. So,
but every barber has a new shape.
So sometimes
because of that, you don't shave your hair.
I don't.
So the person handling my hair has been handling my hair for almost a decade now.
So it's going to be
it's
going to be very difficult for you to do it if the person is not there.
I see. Then how about you?
Oh, like 150
in a week or a month. So 150 in a month. Charlie.
The normal haircuts now is 20 cedis. So. So where from the 150?
Why is 10 cedis? Sometimes when I even do the dye and the other things, it's 40 cedis.
When you do the dye and the cut,
it's 40 cedis.
But why do you do that? Why do you do the dye?
Oh, sometimes just to look a bit different.
The dye makes you look a little bit different. Oh, okay. Oh, me, I think averagely it will be about 100 cedis for a month.
Oh.
Yeah, averagely. Sometimes if I go to the low class barber shops, it will be like by 80 cedis or so. But if I go to the level class, that would be.
It can get to 150.
No, 100 cedis.
100.
Yeah.
Then I'm spending
That's
more.
manageable. You are spending more than I do.
I can currency the only barber for
All right, that is just by the way. But the ladies are going through a lot too, because even if gentlemen. Oh, currency.
Time to take care
currency, then if he gets a new girl, the girl plays.
It's not easy to keep it like that.
I know, right? But the ladies are really going through a lot too, because I'm just looking at how Roland is struggling to maintain, and ladies are always trying to.
No, some they don't do it. Some have a lot of wigs around. So
the ladies.
Yes. So even if it is
messy, in the wig around here,
they can just put on
cover it and
yes,
that's why they hang those things.
Yes.
They just plate it and bam.
So it's the wig that is expensive for them.
Oh, I see. Well, that is one side of life that we want you guys to know today. So, gentlemen are seated for us to do our thing. Immediately left is Roland Amate, who has not gotten money to fix his hair yet, therefore covering it with He is. He's obviously one of your favorites here on this platform as a blogger, event person, manager, and more. Nana Reagan is also here. He's also talent manager, promoter, and one of our writers here at Sammy Flex TV, and also man like barrister, young barrister. He's the only barrister who doesn't grow. He is one of the executives of Beam Nation Fanbase, and he represents them everywhere he goes to around the world. He is the boss. And to Digital Rasta Currency, he is handling camera. Richie Flex is the editor and director of the show. Emmanuel Forulapiji is the producer. And Gideon Nilam Tessin is our creative director. My name is Sammy Flex. I will be your host for today. Yeah, your host with the most. So we are always telling you that we are grateful for your time spent with us here on the show. Now, Tracy Boakye is in the news for getting married. And I don't know why so many stories seem to be published about her. And some of them not so tantalizing. Especially one that I've seen something of her old days. No, I don't know how many years though, but it looks like it's a story that has been published long time ago, and today that she is getting married, that everyone wants to speak good of her. That is where some people have brought it up for whatever reason. I don't know. Now I want to read the story, show you the video, and in case you are also doubting, the thing seems true now. The way it is going, now I think it seems true, because people were even doubting that could this be one of the films, or even a movie that she is shooting, or a documentary or something, because I've seen a video where the supposed husband is also acting. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Yes, he was also on set. and people are getting disturbed that could it be real or maybe it's a movie. But me, I want to believe it's real. Oh, you guys have
It's
some.
real.
It's real now. Yeah. Well, okay, that's what everybody is saying. But this video, published on Ghana Web, even as we speak, says that damning video of Tracy Boakye surfaces after announcing her wedding. And I don't know why people would do this at this stage. Maybe my people will know why. It says the showbiz space has been buzzing with news of Tracy Boakye's upcoming wedding with Frank Badu in Tiamwa, a ceremony scheduled for Thursday, July 28, 2022 at a coded location in Kumasi. Beyond the razzmatazz pomp and pageantry expected to characterize the wedding ceremony and the quest to know more about the husband-to-be, one thing that lingers is why the actress backtracked on her decision to never marry, having subscribed to the chop and go mantra in the past. Tracy Boakye, in an interview with Zion Felix in 2019, expressed her inflexible resolve to not to be in a relationship but pay men she admires for sex, and after the job is done, boot them out. Now there's a quotation coming from her. As of now, I decide who to come to me. When we are done having sex, I sack you. I don't want any relationship. It's chop and go. Tracy unequivocally remarked in the Tree language. If I'm in the mood, you don't come to, if I'm not in the mood, you don't come to me. Now flanked by her colleagues, including Zandi Kamel, the East Legon landlady, as she is affectionately called, counseled her peers to follow her footsteps, stressing it was comforting. Now she says, Madam, when you get money, find a man of your class to have sex with you and sack him afterwards. Use him how you want it. If he cannot cope, he should go. All jokes aside, it is stress-free. Imagine crashing on someone. You call him to have sex with you and you sack him, said Tracy Boakye, who appeared excited about her comments. Now, this video has been republished, and that was the time that her friends are celebrating her wedding and her marriage and all of that. And I'm asking, why now? And why would somebody do this? Nana Reagan, not long ago, was even telling me about a story that TV3 has also published that makes him feel uncomfortable. Nana, maybe I can start this with you. Yeah. Why these stories now? And why are people talking? Like, what are people looking for?
I don't know what exactly people are looking for, but some of these things will come up because of your own deeds and the things that how you live your life.
All right, so on the screen is the bridal shower. Hey, Charlie, bridal shower. Yeah. Well, on the screen is the bridal shower videos published by blogger Zion Felix, and you can also enjoy it while Nana Reagan continues. So the director will be feeding us with some scenes and some photos and videos from the bridal shower. But she was looking good. Very, very beautiful on the day, though. Yes, Nana?
Yeah, I'm saying that it tells the life you are living and how people are, taking some of the things that you say very seriously. The video we are talking about right now clearly tells how Tracy Boakye wants to position herself when it comes to relationship. But today we are seeing something.
Okay, so let's do this. Richie, let's watch that video first. I'm sure it will aid the discussion. Those who have not seen it might see it, then we can continue from there. So let's watch that video. We'll come back to it.
I'm a virgin. I am not a virgin. I date. Of course, me date to be a relationship. And to say, I'm 1,000 in me that I am body. I am not shy of it. Am I still the Tracy Boakye you think you knew me? At least I've made good use of a DNA, so please.
No, what I'm trying to say is, sir, me as of now, dear me pen and no abba me chain. Oba we so no ma wo tikonako. I don't want any relationship. Chop and go. Dear me drew no. Me call do na oba. Enya wo na oba be bo me suje. Enti madam, unye schedule baby a. No wa pebe ma of your class. No one man arrow. No one na tiko. Ube using how you want because when I'm a friend, want me I go. When I'm a friend.
Fresh as nigga didn't be no.
No necessary.
Ocho kana Bahamaroko.
No ma pamo. Me find she. Like mother, like daughter, stress free. If I want to stress free. Imagine say, oh, crash on obi now one kasa wa friend or now wa bed your pama no wa banako. Yes. And I feel na hey, and send me to where obviously I catch me say me oh baba be family say oh girlfriend na.
And then opa. So yeah, Yasantua herself, Tracy Boakye and Kasana. Ako Instagram, ako chro hashtag CY 2022. Ghana 22.
Phones boarding den. Now show who and I also won't keep bida.
In today's internet world, sometimes what I post on social media, I'm very careful about it because they easily come back to me. Yes, Nana, continue.
So I was saying that this tells the kind of life Tracy has lived in the past and what people want to, like the statement people want to make it simple. You said this in the past, so what has changed now? Now they no, from how space now you woman the
men are missing me from no because you see a master formula no.
Yes. The past is an arguing into the entire more assistant formula and said they maybe no too for in business. People would also want to know why as you see then as something they say own friend Bema say oh Branham Berry we are now with you call. Then assistant they want to know. She is a public person and when you say one thing, expecting people to even maybe take that stress-free life, say they're not putting on because about so uncomfortable to me, I say okay, then I would also want to live this kind of life. Say maybe I'm the time some better thing. And she said, "Kobane say ana say wasa say someone aging." Imagine so you interview maybe a young girls be man so decide dinner to me to say into crap on worry. Maybe almost meeting your business, live independent women life. They can do anything that they want. Almost position. They will now also be choosing the men they want to sleep with. And then tomorrow you will come and hashtag CY 2022. So what has changed? Maybe you have to give them that information so that they can also rethink, revisit their books and say, okay, now we also want to change because the first and not to say better name why. And anything about more Macquarie, Busa, I want for put some of these things. But me, I never just say BBC
at this time.
Yeah, especially on the day I be a person in the traditional wedding, the wedding is the emotions that comes with it. But then again, you ask yourself, say, who caused it? You can't blame anybody apart from Tracy now. I've seen people trying to dig the husband. Oh, I've seen people like people are seriously digging and Kelly even made a post there. I think so video Nikuno Instagram page. And can you imagine say at every 1 second we are about four followers. 1 second we are 4 followers. Hey plus. And you know like people wants to know who the guy is. Remember TV3 for our story to tell us, okay, is it a cover up say or why we to tell say, and I say, there's another papa issue, no, maybe or person right now, no, I can say, oh, Nikun, because the question TV3 was asking in their story, to me, it's like
they doubt if that guy
has the money and the kind of profile.
Yes,
Tracy is living out.
But the guy is a bug guy here.
Oh, yeah, Boga.
Yeah.
Yes, Boga, you bet me bet. Who said
Boga
perception name?
I hear he lives in Germany.
Yes, Boga, there no doubt. No, guy now who says security now one. Who now says security now one. But the question people are asking is that they we are not Tracy a claiming say Sabe Manetten. Are you on one year now? And it's nobody's fault because you know one kasa bi mu na sisi ankofo they have a conversation. So okay upon your man na okay kan ni na ne ye say papa bi amanfo point ankofo bi ma ye de omo susu say enye omo and he came back to tell us or a businessman or like or a very rich or you know is he the same person or maybe as a nipa no only nipa no life na twem into oh worry we no there cover the whole city. That is the question TV3 is asking. And me because it be a flaw nema and for to bring some of these things out say and maybe because I can say and also I say a better conversation around Tracy today no and na worry I am sure by tomorrow the things we are going to hear.
Hey
Oh, Brasa, if you are following commentary, you should expect more.
Tomorrow is the wedding.
Yes, by tomorrow, the things may be social media.
Friday, Saturday, or
me, I want to believe that Tracy is very emotionally strong person now. Like, was psyching on to face some of these things
because of what she has gone through here.
I want to believe that. Yes, they are.
She can break down.
Yeah, in the initial after.
But I saw this also post something.
Girl be with moon, bridesmaid, need be cry, no dig guy, no. Like in some bazaar. And this is how they are going to put out the information. So, guy in Ankasa, bra, boobie, they are going to dig all those information, come and put it on social media. Tracy soon send me a work no so near the about the two. Na inti nkomodie ni na enkoye say Tracy Awawe, congratulations it's going to be about who the guy is. Then Tracy can and then yes and some people another name say no see a story GH base. Say Tracy na Omati say Tracy na sponsor Awawe no. Like in Komo the whole ceremony in Komo Basabi. Ojun ground here, they say. If you question, I will say them pan and the pan almost shebet. You can't fault them too, because sometimes they enjoy some of the things and Tracy na can about life or back the post be obeba be here and people were following you. One for ni je ho. It is microphone na almost yes sir. Almost ama motivated GH base TV3 and I'm church of science.
I see. Okay, Barrister. What do you also think those who are writing such stories are looking for, publishing such videos are looking for?
They are not looking for anything. They are only doing the right thing.
They are doing the right thing. How? What is right about that?
This is investigative journalism that you are doing.
Master, there are better things they can investigate.
There are no better things. You see, Tracy... But the man in question would have to carry a very big cross going forward because of what Tracy has said in the past, the description she gave to marriage and relationship like that. I am one of the people who think that no woman on earth can say that it is needless to have a man in her life. And I think some of these things is what is manifesting now. She has 2 kids. She thinks she has all the necessary clothes and the money. Why man? Why now go in for a man? Are you the one who is marrying the man, or the man is the one who is marrying you? Because of your own words. You said that if you are so rich as a woman, all that you have to do is to just go in for a man, use the man and then dump it. The African woman can never be like the white woman. The black woman, the life of a black woman can never be like that of the white woman. So we live in a different world. What we value is a family life. So I think she sat down, thought of it and said, okay, I have 2 kids. There are perceptions out there that these kids are from different fathers. Growing, are they going to grow with a single mother? There should be a man in the family that is going to discipline the kids. So if there's no man, these kids are going to probably become wayward. If they are not wayward, they will become a female nature kind of kids that they are going to raise. So yes, and going back to the stories that people are writing, she said it.
But she said it some years ago.
Yes, and that is karma for you.
It was published at that time.
Yeah.
I said, Oma microwave story.
Yeah, can you say?
And you see that those days that the Papano issue came up, it actually challenged the political scene at the time, and because people were saying that it could be Mahama because of her, campaign for the president at the time. So obviously, if things like this are happening, then you would ask yourself, why now? Why now? Because you have caused a lot of damages. You have told the young ladies that were following you at the time that they don't need men, they should hustle for their money and blah blah blah. But I stand to be corrected if she's the one who is paying for all those expenses.
That's what you think?
Yeah, I think she's the one paying for all those expenses because
Who, the man or Tracy?
Tracy, because
Why do you think so?
every man, you see, every man view women per their utterances. If Tracy's husband to be listened and followed Tracy from the very beginning, then you will know that she's probably the man is probably coming into her life to show something, like men are not fools, and the man will not stay.
Oh. No, this prophecy is.
The man will not stay because because you have caused a damaging reputation, yes, and perception towards men, and the men, they can afford. There are men out there that can afford whatever you are doing. They can afford you. So if you say because you have some pool in your house, you have some 3 cars, you are so rich and no man can afford you, you can use them and dump them. One man will come and afford you and misuse you. And that is what is going to happen. And Bros, I mean, let's give it within 12 months.
Hey!
We will hear issues coming up.
No, you guys.
Bros, I mean,
you guys shouldn't be doing this.
There is a friend to Tracy, Kamel, right?
Yes, Andy Kamel, yeah.
Yes. The same, Kamel used to be on radio, lambast men. Then later we realized that the woman has gotten married. So well, posting pictures and videos of the husband, whatever. Then later, what happened?
It did great.
Men like that, if the man thinks that he can afford Tracy, he will do everything and afford her. Play along.
Get some fame out of it.
Get the fame. At the end of the day,
now I'm sure he's really famous as we speak.
Make his name. At the end of the day, oh, after all, I thought you are so expensive. I was able to afford you. You cannot pack your things and leave. Because Tracy would also live a life and say, okay, I'm rich. There's not going to be that respect that she was talking about. There's not going to be respect in the marriage. And the man is also going to show her where the power lies. So for me, it's supposed to be a day that we will probably praise her and send some positive messages. But because of what she said in the past, that's what is leading us to say things like this. But let's give it 12 months. We'll hear the negative.
Should the man be your friend, what would you tell him about this marriage?
He's probably playing a game. So I will just tell him to, Charlie, play it well.
Well, I disagree with my people.
This is not to say to wish her bad.
No, we are not wishing. No.
I mean, that's
but what you guys are saying.
No, I have personally also seen if what you are saying is even going to work, and the agenda will not come from men, it will come from women. Because I've seen some girls on social media.
Yes, also saying that they will chop the man.
Yes, they want to chop the husband.
Hey!
Oh yes.
They are making vows. They are making vows. Like, then maybe you are not following the commentaries.
They want to chop the husband. How?
Yes, yes. Tracy was a baby mama to some people's husbands. She was a side chick to some people's husbands.
And she endorsed it.
Karma. They want to make him feel the pain of somebody sharing your husband. Somebody like the whole lot of things.
Conversations. Ladies said that. But ladies,
these are women making videos and
showing their own enemies. So as for that one.
So if what Barrister is saying will even happen, I want to believe that it will happen. It will be an agenda from the women, not even men.
Okay, Rome, let's go ahead. I don't know what you also want to add to this, though.
That's I'm not surprised this is happening because they say the internet never forgets. And sometimes there's a clear indication that the internet never forgets. So whatever we see out there or whatever we put out there, we should be very careful how we put it or however we lay our message across. Because some of these things on our blind side can come to bite us in the back. So sometimes we should be very careful. But then this also shows that Tracy Boakye has lots of following. And also the fact that it is not the fact that you see 20 million followers on your page doesn't mean that all of them are your fans. Some people are there just to investigate you. Some people are there just to mark your day-to-day activity. Some people are there just to so upon you and make sure that even whatever you are doing, even though they are there to hide your numbers, they are not there to support you per se, but to give you those bad comments that we are seeing currently. And I wasn't surprised. In fact, I think Lapideo posted some of the comments that came from it. The ones that Reagan was saying. Some people want to do it. And in fact, she granted this is the same person who granted interviews some years back saying that she endorses side chick. She doesn't see any problem with being a side chick. Now, just few months with an interview with Abeku Santana says that now people should abstain from getting involved with people's husbands. So was it an advice? Was it an advice for you to come and say that okay, you are advising them to stay away from people's husbands so that nobody will come and chop your husband? So that people will come and chop, so that people will not come and chop your husband. And these are comments coming from women telling you yes, karma is coming. People are prepared to come and give you whatever you did in the past. Press down, shake it, running over. Shall men give to your bosom?
I see.
It's what the men are prepared to do. And I think I am tempted to share Barrister's opinion when he says Tracy is the one sponsor who seemed to be. No, you see.
Oh, the godmother.
Yes, babe. So maybe
that one was public.
You see,
it was not public.
You see,
it
came out. It came out after they were having issues. You see, the guy that we know is somebody who is seeking to be famous.
How do you know?
Because the guy is on set shooting movies.
But the movie is Tracy Boakye's movie.
Exactly. If you don't want to be famous, why do you go on screen? It comes with a job. It comes with a job. There's somebody who is seeking to be famous. When there's about to be a wedding, there's the bridal shower and the groomsman can say bachelor's night. Where's the guy's bachelor's night? That been on there. Where's the announcement?
No, it was
maybe they'll do it this evening.
They will do it this evening.
Said man Tracy Boakye.
No problem. Unless we want to.
Then tomorrow.
Tracy Boakye's publicity came days before the bridal. The day they announced. They actually did the thing. So where is the guy? So, and the guy has been very calm, very quiet over this. And the way Tracy Boakye portrayed the man behind her is what is giving so many people that arsenals to come at her. The way she portrayed, and because the man is a businessman. Yes, we can't say that this guy is not a businessman, actor, because he can be. But then, that when we pick the words of Tracy Boakye,
I think she even told Abeku Santana that her man is not a showbiz person.
Exactly.
Yes, I remember.
So if the man is not a showbiz person,
I said she's a businessman.
I don't know how somebody who is not a showbiz person be an actor. Sometimes you pick her words and you decide to match it with the guy and it doesn't fit. That is why it has opened up so many conversations everywhere. Because some of the words that she said in the past, even in recent times, when you pick the description of the man she gave, that he is behind her. Now, I'm not the same bride we have Fatano. In fact, that is the problem. And it is just a lesson to other people who are also in the space. It has happened to people in her circles. In fact, her godmother did on one down for Zandy Camel. It is not only with Zandy Camel. The peers are now new more competing. One Ghana most beautiful one These are companies that and OTA omo commentaries are. We should know that these are people who are very unstable. Unstable in the sense that they say this today, and because they want to escape, they come with a different character at a particular point to come and tell you. Because if somebody comes to tell you that, oh, I endorse being a side chick, oh, unyobi kununa reno, unyobi say ya reno, unyobi say ya reno, and at a point when she's about to get married, comes to tell you that it is not good to, how do you call it, be with people's husband. Then you ask yourself, who are you trying to protect? Are you trying to protect yours or protect other people? And now, what have you seen? Because the first advice you gave, there was something that you saw. That is why you gave that advice. So I said with Regan when he says that means she has to come out to explain further why she's getting married. Because this is somebody who says that, of course, Tracy Boakye doesn't need anything. A ban of finances, fame, whatever. She doesn't need anything. The only thing that she needs is a man in her life. and she's doing it. So I don't know all bayano. So is this also going to be just like her peers Nana? Because her peers said the same thing, went into the marriage, got out of it, and she also said the same thing. She's going in, and is she coming out? We are not being prophets of doom, though. We wish her the best, and we would hope Senka, this one will stand well, so that it can be a testimony.
Feminists do not marry for long.
For
That's
other
you know my biggest fear.
No.
My biggest fear is the women. I'm telling you, this whole marriage thing, Tracy's marriage, my biggest fear. If the women will leave Tracy Boakye alone,
the marriage will stand.
It will not even start.
She has been
a
Ghanaian women leave her alone. It will stand.
One of the things that they do is that let's try it and see. At the end of the day, we'll come and tell you that, it is not worth it. Don't even go in for it. That's what she's going to tell us in the near
future.
Yes, in the next future.
But has Tracy been a feminist?
Oh, she has always been.
People based on that thing, call him. Let him go. Okay. That is a feminist talk. Okay. Yeah, that statement is a feminist talk. Well, to me, I think I want to wish her well, despite all the odds against her.
For the next 12
for the next one.
12 months.
She can do it. You know, I've also seen someone who was acting like this, but the moment she got married, held on to the husband like dole. You guys, you don't know. We need it because even among them, they know when they sit in their corners, they know that challenge. If you have a man, it comes with a different thing.
Oh yeah.
But onu konya dia bit me kremu ma. What her call? No ni sad in journey will be a problem.
Of course, yes.
Yeah,
it's likely.
It's likely. So media, I want to believe all is well. Let's pray that she's able to shame all her enemies. And let's see how it goes. Now, story number 2 is about Medikal, who is saying something that I have been thinking about it ever since I saw the video. And the video makes me think, okay, yeah, you cannot just be a superstar if you are just anybody. Like, you have to be a superstar with substance. But I want to ask my people that, what is their position on this? Medikal thinks that if you are a superstar and you don't have money, then your superstardom is questionable. But the moment you claim to be a superstar, you need to back it with substance. Do we agree or not? Just watch some snippet of a video, something very snappy, and I come back. And I'm going to start this with the barrister. Young barrister is going to start with this because he has been working with a superstar, and I'm talking about Stoneboy. So, is there someone who qualifies to be called a superstar with hardship? A superstar with no money. Watch this, I'll be back.
You get money, you don't call yourself superstar. You see superstar, we don't get money before. Go sleep, Charlie. Join me. You don't get money, you don't call yourself superstar. You see superstar, we don't get money before. Go sleep, Charlie. Join me. You don't get money, you don't call yourself superstar. You see superstar, we don't get money before. Go sleep, Charlie. Join me. You don't get money, you don't call yourself superstar. You see superstar, we don't get money before. Go sleep, Charlie. Join me. You don't get money, you don't call yourself superstar.
All right, so Medikal is saying something simple. You want to call yourself a superstar, but yet have you seen a superstar with no money before? Barrister, can you be a superstar with no money?
Should I read? I want to read this.
Yeah, read.
Superstar, an extremely famous and successful performer or sports player.
An extremely famous or successful performer or sports player. Yes. The Medikal is right. The Medikal is right because you cannot be extremely famous and successful at something without money attachment. How could it be? Like, mention some of the sports guys for me.
Cristiano
Ronaldo. Successful in his career. Does he not have money? In fact, abundance of money. Abundance of money.
Messi was
yes. So I don't know why people are bashing Medikal for saying what he's saying. Well, it is your time, barrister. You can still continue with what
is he a superstar himself?
Yes, he is.
Extremely famous.
Yes, Medikal is.
In our space, yes.
Alright.
And he has money.
Yeah, Medikal has money.
He's bought mansions and living the life. I don't know what this guy.
There's one here. A superstar is someone who has great popular appeal and is widely known, prominent, or successful in their field.
Successful keyword. Okay, let me listen to Barrister. And now, after this show, we are going to define those who are superstars in this country.
Even the star, you need to see the star.
After this show, we're going to define those who are the superstars in Ghana.
Yes,
if you don't qualify, we take it from you.
I think he's right, but there is but. Because no poor person has ever come out to say that he or she is a superstar before.
Super.
Yeah, so for me, he is a superstar. Per our definition here.
Yeah.
But he may not be a superstar elsewhere.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, but I've not seen any poor person who has come out to say he's a superstar. He has this and that. Maybe he's talking to his colleagues who he thinks do not have money, but are in the same space. You know, doing to know that they have what it takes.
Because I've seen some people coming at him for what he has said. Meanwhile, I have been thinking about it.
I don't know who he's throwing the shade to. But when you take all the musicians in Ghana, everybody is doing well in his own space.
Some are not doing well.
That's why I'm saying that the superstars that we know, which of them can we point out that they don't have money? Ghana, the unfortunate thing that we see is when they are sick. When sickness come knocking on their door before we realize that, oh, so you never had money, because we would have to be begging people to contribute and stuff like that. So for me, superstar, you need to have money, you need to have the necessary plugs, the links. I think the last time that we were here, we were discussing his visa band and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was saying that if he has the big guys, he should pull through and all those things will be resolved. So it means that he has what it takes. His name is one of the names that is respected when you need to put cash on the table. So yes, you can't just be a superstar with an empty pocket, because being successful, some will not see cash, physical cash, as being successful. Others have other properties that they also see as being successful when they are linked to such property. So yeah, but here in the showbiz industry, if you are a superstar, if you are a celebrity, the cash needs to flow. And if it is not flowing, you can't be seen as such, because the responsibilities are going to come in. Your promotional needs are going to go high. You need team, your PA, like Nanado was taking 100 cedis. Kind of thing. Yeah, he needs. So I think yes, he's enjoying what it takes to be a superstar. He's enjoying the fame, he's enjoying the affluence, and then all that. So for me, he's right. Yeah.
Okay. Now in another video, he's also said that if you have money, it is not all the money that is used to build houses and to look for property. Some of them are just to be spent for spending sake.
Yes.
And in that video, he was sitting in some posh car, having a Cuban cigar, big one, on his lips, and he was even driving. He started the engine and yeah. So Jessica, you know, this is if you are
so that should also I don't know. You can't just be a superstar because you have money in your account and you're spending, you have houses. Investment needs to come in, because
or maybe at this stage he thinks he's invested enough.
Because the investment will bring you more money. So if it's not doing
Nana, yes, what do you also think about the statement?
This is reality talk. It's a fact. If you are famous and you don't have money, you don't have to have that tag superstar. And in this country, I think we can mention. Sometimes it's not as if we don't know. We know, but you just can't be pointing out those who are not superstars. So we just enjoy no need number moon fefe.
Boba for your superstar.
Or your superstar.
On your super.
Oh no, I don't want. Maybe I can mention those that.
Maybe Patapa. Maybe Patapa.
Don't say that. Patapa is a superstar. He's built his house in Sweden. Go and check it out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw BC Dan Quite the money.
But he's a super.
He's a super, but not a star.
But I'm trying to decode his message with Bob Marley's message. Because Bob Marley's understanding of successful and riches and this famous for fame thing is a bit different from what our people are saying. Because Bob Marley will tell you it is not the amount in my account that tells that I am rich.
Yeah.
It is the happiness that I have inside me that tells my richness. You get it? So if you want to equate that to what Medikal is saying, that it makes it a bit controversial, because somebody can also tell you that, okay, maybe you are not seeing me with cash, you are not seeing me with flashy cars, but I'm doing something that I don't even talk about it in the public space. So if I tag myself as a superstar, then I have a reason to tag myself as a superstar. Maybe he can also say, yes, his riches is what Bob Marley was talking about.
It's inside him.
It is inside. It gives him that peace of mind, inner peace and all of that. He is doing his work. At the end of the day, he doesn't come and beg you to eat. He doesn't drive your car. So the person also feels he is rich. I don't know if we can, I mean...
No. In this case, we are talking about the material wealth or material...
But Bob Marley had...
I think this one is limited to the stars.
Yes.
Yeah, we can take the businessmen and stuff out.
Yeah, I understand. Bob Marley was a star. Bob Marley had the materials. He was rich. And then he was telling us that it is not about what we see around him. That
was just a philosophy.
That is his.
It was just a philosophy, a mind kind of thing. But the reality was not like that. I'm not sure if he really did not have it, he would be speaking the way he was speaking.
Well,
he had it. It was there. Like, you know, there are sometimes when you have money, you know, you don't stress. Sometimes when you don't have money, that's when it's bad. The money comes and you feel like, today I'm good. Yeah, so you can also speak like that.
So the point I want to make is that should people like Medikal, who we know they have those things, also have that kind of understanding, so that those who don't even have and are claiming they have can also be allowed to, you know,
misbehave like that. Misbehave like that.
I don't know if you want to call it misbehave, but I think people should be allowed to, you know, brag if they want. But yes, if the reality is that fame, superstar, superstar, it comes with the fame and the money. We have to see that, okay, you are changing car. We can say despite it's a superstar, even though he is not a music person. You understand? Person, but if we want to mention those that are superstar in our city, we can mention Shatawale, Chris Waddle, Stoneboy, Sarkodie, Medikal himself, and maybe Tracy.
Yeah,
Tracy Boakye is a superstar.
Patapa.
And Patapa.
Yeah, he has a car. Yeah.
Not for me though.
Yeah, and Patapa.
I've not mentioned Patapa.
Okay, I have mentioned Patapa.
Mention it for yourself.
And the Dusty, yes. And the Dusty.
Sammy Flex.
When you tag a superstar or celebrities, it's a worry to me.
Why?
Why should you tag me?
It's the one word I hate.
I don't like it. And sometimes when people meet you at places and you are doing this hype man and MC thing, they are like, oh, this guy, or you're celebrating, who is that? You're part of my patron. After you got man. It makes you see, when the realities are not there, if you don't have the money and people are even putting that tag on you, it makes your life very difficult. Very, very difficult. So it will be best that you make people understand that, Charlie, this is
you.
My corner. This is the reality. I don't have it. But I'm trying to make it.
Yeah.
So maybe people should understand it like that and allow you to leave your down to put a certain, because here when they put that tag on you, it comes with a whole lot of expectations and you know, stress, like stress. If you don't, I know some celebrities in Brasami, when you even call them for interviews, it is not as if they don't want to come to the interview.
But how to come?
Yes, how to come. Whether there is fuel in their car, whether they have to drive the same car. But because for this, our driving a car, this our phone this our car into Nyanka, Obinya different cars. But onya into a friend the penona, Charlie only in next week. They gave back a chance. Okay, Charlie, this week my best swap or can do. Get now, but people are agree so by interview. Again, I'm finding the number swap. Charlie only me on to the function next week. Why? Expression.
When you're migraine.
Stress. So yes, I think they should just understand what Medikal is putting out. Make for the money. Don't fight him. Make your money. If you have the fame, yes, let's tag yourself a superstar. And they will live your life now. You can say, "Oh, acquire a meeting with happy now and conform your expectations in a bar." Ubeti me out best of this problem. So,
okay, Ro, thank you, Nana Reagan.
Those who are angry at Medikal calling him names because of this statement, Medikal is trying to save them. They don't know.
How it is
stardom, fame, superstar. It comes with so many responsibilities. So sometimes it is not responsibilities as in people's demand on you. Sometimes people's expectations. And now even one can sample pressure now. Like he said, sometimes you want to go to somewhere and you feel like, oh, Atarewi, Manchester, so I would want to change. It comes with money. You would have to buy. And if you can't afford,
there will be pressure.
There will be pressure. If you buy and you can't, if you want to buy and you can't even afford the quality one, that is another pressure. Now you go to events, everybody raise their phone and click cameras. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Show the
I got you.
What? What hell did the national bottom? That's lots of pressure.
Yeah.
So sometimes, in order for you to save yourself some of these headaches, don't even call yourself superstar.
But they call themselves.
Just take
Have we not the one who tagged them?
No, you see, that's what Medikal is saying.
No,
He say you don't get money, they call yourself superstar.
Superstars.
You don't get money, they call yourself superstar. And if somebody sees your shoe that is fake, takes a picture, posts it online, and people start to ridicule you, then you ball. Because superstars are supposed to get original ones. You call yourself superstar, you are working in a neighborhood, somebody asks you for a small tip and you are not able to give, and you ball. Superstars are supposed to do it. The last time Shatawale who scout to it. Yes, that is superstar life. No, unannounced. I'm not crown polo. That is superstar life. So if you know you can't afford, that's it. Or higher fat. Yeah, the more crash. That is how you should live your life. You don't get money, they call yourself superstar. Yeah, what you both say you call club. We outside, they are bouncing our club. You are calling yourself superstars while people are buying champagnes worth 10,000, 20,000. They are calling themselves superstar. You also want to call yourself superstar.
Let me say, Modisi can eat to me, my brepa.
One of the two.
One of the two.
Some of the tones are the
Oh, bre. You call yourself superstar because there are so many responsibilities that come with certain titles and tags. Don, Baron, Chairman. To me, men fat because it comes with pockets. Oh, father. Oh, Godfather. Titles. Who knew how men for me?
I be the street boys where they do that.
So that you can save yourself.
If they want something right now.
So that you can save yourself some of these stress. Until when you have, so if you tend to have a problem with what he's saying, then it looks as if you've seen firepower, you are seeing headache, and you still want to go for it. Meanwhile, you don't like it.
I see. Well, I think that we should still give those who have that kind of respect, and those who don't have, let's also respect them for their talent.
because almost all the definitions we read is saying something that one, you are someone who is popular in something, someone who is famous in something, and especially, no, I don't want to go to success, and especially on our grounds, you can be famous at something, you can be popular at something, but you don't make the money. Elsewhere, the moment you get a fame and you get a popularity for something, you make the money, like it's automatic.
Yeah, it looks like success. It is not success.
That's why I'm saying here, we should still respect those who have, and those who don't have and have the talent, we still give them their due. Because I know someone who is so talented. Everybody knows that this guy, he has it. But Charlie, for an account, it's 1,000 put now.
And you know your star or no super.
Yeah, same one.
Star there.
So Medikal, thanks, and please pray for your people. Those who can support them to make some money and let them see.
Sometimes those people, they should act according to their life. Like they should. Unse nkofo bi mu ono ma. Ise nkofo bi mu ame pese ye bebo mu. Ye ko Kumase. Ye kwa koye interview bi. On ma ejina baby because of car. Uni bi. But obeba ko obi de na kwa koji de ababe. Kire se owo no. And no nebe ma problem the stress number also no. So that we can give you the respect. So okay, child, this guy, I feel now make your talent here and level. But who claim here? It comes with that because when people find out the realities, they will disrespect you.
Well, thank you guys so much, and let's move on to one very important discussion. Over the weekend, we found ourselves in Boliga, where as part of the Upper East Music Awards, the activities including a seminar that they held for the musicians in the region, we interacted with some of them, and out of our interaction with them, we observed something, or we found out something, that most of them, though they are doing music there, they are known there, they still have this dilemma, as in, should they be in the region doing it, or they should start focusing on how to break through to the rest of the regions, especially the city of show business, that is Accra. I spoke with one artist whose narration makes me wonder, how should they consider their trade? They are doing it there. Some of them have hit songs there. Like hit songs there. We play that song and everybody in the region knows the song. But go to the next step, the next minute, and no one knows them again. How should they manage their lives? Should they be satisfied, cash in there? Or they should still, because I know it is a bother to them, like it's their headache. He wants to move out, but how should they live their lives? Let's watch this quick interview. When I come back, we are going to do this discussion, and Roland Amate will surely start this for me. How is it like doing music in the Upper East, knowing your strength, knowing your talent? How is it like for you? How is it like doing music in the Upper East, knowing your strength, knowing your talent? How is it like for you guys?
Over here, the attention is not much. As compared to other regions, I think the attention is not too much here. But doing music in Upper East region, sometimes I'll be very honest. Sometimes it makes you feel like you have the competition is like times 10. You understand? Because as I said, I've been in Accra before. When I was in Accra, I used to rub shoulders with people I knew, and some people have their already mainstream artists. You understand? I've ever interviewed one guy, Frimpong, that I had a beef with Medikal some time ago. Yeah, we've been in studio before, I and him several times. You know, like I've met with people that are above me now. I felt like if I was there, if I was in Accra, it would have been something different. But sometimes I feel like it is just hard work. Even if you're in a hole and you work so hard, your hard work speaks.
Yeah.
You understand? I think this is a time, and we have an opportunity that you've come. Such opportunities are rare. You understand? It's always tamale, and that is it. So when I heard you were coming, I was like, wow, you've been somebody I've been listening to. I feel so much like I appreciate what you do, and I feel like you're somebody that will come and get influence in the industry for us. But actually, our industry is, I wouldn't lie, our industry here, it is still growing at a very slow rate.
Pace.
It's going at very slow. Happy Man Beaters and this thing came in to make it a bit, you understand. And actually, this is even the time that Upper East music is getting the name out there small. But doing music in Upper East, it is not a small task. Not at all. Not at all.
So it's going to be hard for you to move to Accra, right?
Yeah, that is why I said is the finances. You know, even to move an artist to Accra, I shot Shoke, part of Shoke in Accra, and I won't lie, I wouldn't lie. The expenses alone.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You understand? I wish to be going to Accra more times and things, but you know, management has plans, and sometimes it involves capital.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's not easy to get to Accra. You understand? It's not just easy. Even with there are a lot of talent here. What you just saw yesterday and today, they didn't come. Most of them are not even in town. Most of them are trying to
survive.
But what I just I believe in one thing, like you need to work hard, no matter regardless. You need to work hard. I learned a lot from what you said yesterday. Still, you need to put certain things in place, actually. But as for we to be recognized out there, the things you stated are very key, because everything you said was key.
All right, so his name is Saipit, one of the artists we interacted with in the region, that is the Upper East region, and his worry is how to break through to the other side of Ghana. He is okay there. He has the hit songs, fully recognized. But if he steps out, I'm sure he'll be working on the Sotom street as a nobody. Ro, how should they manage their life? How should they live their lives? What should be their focus and ambition?
Yes, I mean, it's very subjective, okay? The last time even Shatawale was here, you can clearly see that this is somebody who still has his mind and vision and focus still in Ghana. Stoneboy is out there and he can tell you that, Charlie, only Ghana, they finished with Ghana. He's now focusing on doing songs that other people in other countries can relate to. So it depends on the type of artist, who you are, and your vision. But what sometimes is their problem is expectation. They don't know how to manage their expectation. That has been most of their problems. Yes, it is not a lie that Accra is the hub of entertainment in Ghana. Accra is small but very huge when it comes to entertainment. But so sometimes people move from their zone, come to Accra with high expectations, forgetting that because here is the hub, it harbors so many people, and the competition here is tougher than even where they are. So sometimes they move out of their comfort zone, and if they don't get the reception that probably they've been having, or even half of it, then they tend to get disappointed and get discouraged. Then if probably they are not so focused on what they want to achieve, then they even lose focus, and that's it. That is when you hear them complain that, Charlie, me, I no go feel go anywhere, I'm stuck here, and this is where probably I would have to milk all my cash from. It is not so bad for you to discover your safe haven and milk from there. Sometimes it helps, because the truth of the matter is that it is not all artists who can blow even nationwide. Some people can actually have their power in certain camps or certain areas that when they move out of there, it is difficult. A whole Sarkodie moves from Accra to North, and without the likes of Fancy Gardens and Makasio Dems, finds it difficult in doing stuff there. It happens. Everybody in their stronghold. So sometimes you need that stronghold in order to cushion you. But then when you are moving out, don't raise your expectations so high. Let's look at what happened to Sister Fia not long ago, when she moved out from here to stage a show in Tamale, or up north. Let's look at what happened. So assuming she was expecting the same turnout like she receives here in Accra, I'm sure by this time yes. So that's what they should do. That's what they should think about. When you are moving, know the reason you are moving and what you want to achieve. So if you are targeting, okay, I am very popular in Sotu, I want to move to, let's say, Kaswa. I want to extend my reach to Kaswa. But then it is good to have hopes, to have expectations. But then over expectations, they say overconfidence, like kill monkey. Don't be too confident. Don't be over expectant. Just manage it, so that at least when you go and you get 2-3 response, just know that this is something that comes with a job. Therefore, you learn on how to even build upon those small responses in order to conquer other areas as well. And some people are also very comfortable. The moment they get that fans here in their small corner, they are okay, they are satisfied. They are not so hungry to conquer other areas. So they get the fans here. Oh man, the fans will so to him happen. He's okay. He won't even consider going to even Pashima. He's okay with it. Some people are like that. But if you have the vision of going to other areas, know that there is market wherever you find yourself. Music is universal, whether you like you blow here or not. Realize here, realize songs are not known even in Accra that much. But when you go outside, when she steps on stage, on festivals and other stuff, let's look at the kind of crowd she performs to and how they respond to her. So just know yourself, know what you want to achieve. Probably some of them, their market is not here. Yeah. Their market might not even be in Ghana. They should know who they are selling, what they have, and know their target audience. They shouldn't raise their expectations so high that when they get disappointed, it will affect them. But manage their expectations and they will be fine.
I see. Well said. Donna Regan, you can continue from there.
Yeah, well, I think that it is an error for any artist to move to another territory when your works have not moved.
When your works have not moved?
Yes, I think your works should move to the territory
first,
then you will follow up. And that is some of the mistakes some of these artists they do. The moment they conquer their own territories, they feel like, yes, now I can enter everywhere.
And their works are not gone yet.
Exactly. Let's talk about Fancy Garden. What was the conversations around Fancy Garden? The conversations around Fancy Garden was not necessarily his songs that have blown everywhere. It was about
some boy doing
filling a stadium. Why is that boy filling Tamale Stadium? What is so special about people want to see what is so special about you? So if people start to have that conversation here in the South, and then they hear that Fancy Garden have traveled to the South and he's on radio, TV, granting interviews. Oh, I'm going to fill Tamale. You watch it. Automatically he will fill National Theatre. Because those who want to see what is special about you and what you can do will also buy a ticket and come. So it will work for you. But when you move before your works, and you feel like, oh, because Tamale, everybody knows me, they know my song. When I'm out on stage, the people there are singing my song. How many of that people are here in the South? And how have they come to accept your music here in the South? But maybe your works it is either your songs that will travel, or there's a special conversation about a certain boy in Morga that everybody wants to know much about. If you don't have these two things in different territories, don't move. That is why sometimes we advise people like Stoneboy and Shatawale that, okay, why are you not moving to Liberia? Because there are conversations there. There are people who have not even seen you before, but they are building camps for you. So what it means is that if Shatawale or Stoneboy moves to Liberia to do anything, the probability of them succeeding is about 90%. Because the songs alone is doing the magic there for them. So when they follow up, it will be a blast. I hope you are getting my point. Shatawale has not been to Liberia before to mount any stage. Shatawale, Stoneboy equally have also not been there before. But their songs alone, people have come to, accept them. They are building camps. They have their flags. They are doing T-shirts, even in their absence. They can organize club shows in the name of SM, organize club shows in the name of BIM. So when they hear that, okay, now Stoneboy is coming to Liberia, all these people will now promote the thing, and automatically they will succeed. Because everybody in Liberia that claims it's a BIM nation or an SM fan would want to make the noise and make sure that Shatawale show in Liberia or Stoneboy show in Liberia is a success, so that they can have that bragging right to brag. So they will add up to the numbers and it will go, and that competition will always be there. But imagine we are here. Shatawale is big here. Nobody knows him in Liberia. Nobody knows about his songs in Liberia. Nobody knows about his works. No, there's no conversations about Shatawale in Liberia. And then Shatawale wakes up and says, I'm going to play a show at Liberia Stadium. And then his expectations is that I'm going to fill the stadium. Or I'm even going to enter the Liberian music space and conquer the main Ogboro over there. It will not work. You might come back with disappointment because they will not even give you the attention. So I think that with artists like this that are doing so well in the North, they should concentrate and upgrade on their work. Sometimes some of your music, like we say, maybe you can be there, but you study the kind of trends that is going on in the South. Maybe you start putting in some 1 or 2 beat with your song. So what it means is that if your people there are still enjoying those songs and it travels down here, so maybe you start getting the rotations here. Then some people will be like, who is this artist? Who is this boy? Who is this boy? Then that is the conversation people are having. So the moment you hear that conversation, your management team will start planning maybe a media tour for you to come and, tell people who you are. They will start maybe organizing pub shows for you or club shows for you, or even mount a big show at a certain big place for you. Then you follow up like that. That is how you can come down here and build yourself. But if you don't ever think that because you have breakthrough in Tamale or Boga, automatically when you pick your bags and you travel down here and you grant 1-2 interview on a, let's say, Sammy Flex show, a Beko Santana show, it will not work. When you finish the interview, you are as dead as anything. So it is either your songs will get here first, or there's a conversation about you here, then you follow up. And that is what works for every artist. If the people are not expecting you or don't have any conversations about you, what? So break your grounds. It's a good thing to always break your grounds first. Break your grounds. Let your people accept you. Let them love you. So sometimes someone will travel. But when it is going on like that, just pay attention. Just do the right work, the things that you as an artist you need to do, and then put your ears out. The moment you hear that, oh yes, Black Sheriff is even a typical example. Jackie is a typical example. When they hear that, oh, Nigeria people have started accepting their songs. Burna Boy is singing Black Sheriff, so I said, okay, then let me go to Nigeria and do a media tour. Hey, Bianca, Burna Boy and Beyeshi, and I will be soon take conversation about him in Nigeria. Or we don't have even any chats. Oh, Charlie, his songs are being really played in Nigeria. Now, so Ube Lucy.
It's true.
You will lose. So always break your grounds, work right at your own territory. Make sure, yes, you are doing the whole thing, but it doesn't mean that you should just put your ears out in every corner. Till the moment you hear that, hey, my song is doing well here, follow up. The moment you hear that these people are having conversations about me, follow up. That is the only time you can break your home grounds and break other territories to yourself.
I see. Very well said. Barrister.
I side with all the earlier views. He should build himself very well there. For now we have I think four northern regions. We have the north, northeast, Savannah region, upper west and upper east. And it's not only Bolga that you focus your music in. There are other places like Yendi, Nyampala, Sabu.
But I see that was a problem. According to him, their problem is also that unlike when you go to central region or western region and you speak Fanti, you'll be accepted in every village in these regions. Over there in the northern region,
they have multi.
Yes, even in the upper east region alone, they speak different languages. Yes, so they also suffering that even in upper east, like central region, if you go to central, everybody speaks Fanti. But in upper east region, the people there speak different languages. So you can be popular in Bolga, but even in Navrongo, they don't even understand.
Yes, but music has no limit. If it says so, you can sing in Frafra, you can sing in
It
Grusi,
depends.
you can sing in Dagati, all the languages there, Kasina and all that. If the talent speaks for itself, people would accept you. And when you go even in the south, most of the big zongos in the south are populated with the people from the north.
From the north. They are all northerners.
They are all northerners. And these are people who should take advantage of the Salah that they celebrate every year. So if you're in the north, that you celebrate Damba Festival, right? Others also celebrate another festival that you can take advantage of it. Sell your music to the people. They buy. Build your foundation in the north very well. And maybe move from Bolga to Nyankpala, move from Nyankpala to maybe Yindi. So when you are moving like that, the music is already moving. Before you would also plan that, okay, fine, if the music is moving that way, then what is the next step? Okay, fine, let's conquer the two upper regions. Let's conquer. Let that be the focus of your management team. Because the artist seems to be an artist with a management.
Yeah.
That should be their vision. Okay, we want to first conquer where upper is. Second, let's conquer the upper west. Even though we have language barriers, let's find that one song that can, buy the mindset of all the small tribes that we have in there. And I would advise the artist that this is the time where we are having the Boko crisis. He can find a music, a song, a lyrics that can unite all these young guys together. Because the last time I spoke to one of them out there, he was telling me that the youth are the ones that the big guys are using to cause all this harm. All that they need now is unity, and they just need that solid person to tell them that, and this nordness. When you say hey to all of them, they'll move. So if you have,
they love you.
yes. So if you have somebody that can bring them on board, they will rally behind you. So I want him to just focus his attention. Accra here, if you come here, you will suffer. Already the industry is choked. There are plans to hand over batons to staff that I will be addressing maybe at the last minute. So if the baton is already being handed over to few people, what will you take? You'll probably be sitting at the bench forever. So he should focus there. And as the focus of the management team for him to join the South artists, or the focus is to maybe just do music. If the focus is to sell yourself here in the South, then you need to build yourself very well. Adam, I will always use Adam as an example because Adam built his talent in Volta region very, very well. That is why we have the Adam Fest. He goes there almost every November to host the Adam Fest. He's very big there. Back then, he was not big in Accra until he joined the last two. And here, he has base in Accra for now, and he's still doing his thing. So if you can be a resident artist in the North, do so well that when even the big guys from the South are coming to the Upper East there, they would have to put you on board. And that alone,
it's an endorsement.
Yeah, that alone is an endorsement. And if you can be big in Bolga, and you come to Accra like he said, nobody knows you here. So he should build his craft, get the audience there, and the audience in the North are the ones who will be moving here, and they will move with your song. You go to, let's say, Agbogboshi, one Northerner just came in with a song, and then all the people there. And mind you, when there is Shatawali show, pay attention to Shatter's show. About, let's say, 40% of his attendees are Northerners. They come in motorbikes, Trotsky, a lot of them. Especially shows that are hosted at the stadium. You see them from the Zongos, and there are a lot of them. So if you can buy their mind, they will sell your music, and you don't even need an endorsement from any big artist here before you join, or you don't even need any big
collaboration.
Yes. So if you build yourself, and then again, I think 3 Music is doing that, where they put the regional artists on board. So if you are big in the Upper East, 3 Music probably can pick you, and then 1 or 2 people would also see, oh, there's this guy in the North, let's put him on board, and things like that will sell your craft. So he shouldn't worry at all that they are struggling over there. They should just build the craft over there. But the question too is, how is the entertainment scene and
the music business going there?
Yes.
Well,
so the event organizers should also take advantage of these, so that at least once a while they go to the north, put up some small show for all of them, come together to a head.
In fact, not to brag, but our presence there over the weekend has given them some energy. Yeah, to them, they felt they were feeling down about it because they were still not sure someone is paying attention to them. But I can tell you that that weekend we spent with them there, it has given them some new energy that, oh, at least someone can also come to us. And I hope that it doesn't die. I hope that
they love music. Let me just, Stoneboy took the Beam concert to the north.
Yes.
I was there. And one thing about them is that sometimes they can give you some heart attack. We went to the stadium around 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Nobody was in the stadium. We were like, no. So we had to go back to our hotels and be like, Charlie, the show, we check like a flop. I swear. Because they felt like their big guys are not on the show. And they were also scared, even though we did some floating in town that, yes, being this,
They felt he wasn't around for
it. Was around 11 before they started coming in. And they said that is how they attend their shows. They don't come early.
No.
From 11:30.
One would have to come and see and testify. And go and tell them that.
Before 12,
the place was filled up.
Yes.
It'll go fill up and full up. All right, so that is just by the way. So the guys there, and I'm not sure it is limited to only the Upper East region. There are so many artists from the rest of the regions, Volta region, Western region. They have the same feeling. As a matter of fact, you go there in every region. There is one of
I think Volta, they are doing well now.
You go to every region. There is one of Boro who is locked. He's just not finding his way out, and we pray that they all get this education and information.
It's not even just those regions. Even Accra here, you go to Teshin. There are artists that are very big.
Yes.
Go to the coastal areas. So go
Teshin boy, Krana.
Tracy Boakye. It's an interesting story here, but enough education shared by my pundits. I hope that they learn quickly out of this. Then I'm sure they can move on to the next business. So I'm going to still be on Barrister to start the last topic for me. While still in Bolga, we came with so much content from Bolga. I can tell you about that. So much content from Bolga. I happen to have met the fan base or the camp of SM there. And I know that's why I'm starting with you. And whilst there, their boss has had an issue with an entertainment pundit. In fact, one popular and an influential, astute entertainment pundit in the person of Arnold Asamoah Bedu. And whilst I was interacting with them, how they have formed a group, though they have not even met their boss before, their boss has not even visited the region before. Whilst I was asking them, they came up with something that to them, as much as they love their king, they feel no one should touch him. If you touch him, then it means you've touched their eye. They are sure going to come at you. And one of the guys, one Atanga also, really came hard at Arnold Asamoah Bedu. But my question is, when it comes to fans and the business of their artists, what should be their level of involvement? Just as the guy said, he is their king. You can't talk about him anyhow. If you talk about him, then they will come for your head. Are we now giving that kind of power to fans of artists? Or we should not even take them serious, like they are just talking? And even when they say some of these things, what do their stars also say? What has been their reaction from their stars? Do they condemn them or even they encourage them to do what they want to do? Just watch a portion of the interview, and when I come back, because Barrister here also has a fan base that he represents, we are going to start with him, because I know, just as the man said in that interview from Bolga, I know that some of his people, given the chance, will also do same. Like, it is something, it is in their DNA. You don't talk about their stars. You talk about their stars, they come at you. What kind of power are we giving to the fans? Because this is a business of the artist. That's what I think. It is a business of the artist. Their interest is to enjoy their music and to promote their man. But now they have taken the mantle of fighting. Is that the power given to the fans? Watch this when I come back. We'll be doing this discussion to wrap up today's edition of Showbiz Daily. And I also have one announcement to make, the fact that we'll be going to Dubai in September. We are wrapping up the month of July. So from next month, we will start full registration for September to Remember in Dubai. And so far, it looks good. And I want to say special thank you to Dr. Anita Kesley. It's not Hayford. You people say Hayford.
Dr. Anita.
Okay, Wilberforce. I think it's Wilberforce rather. Yes, I think something like that. Dr. Anita. Thank you so much. Munyai fans. Jai fans. Oh, stop it.
I told you I wanted to go to the Dubai.
So let me say what I'm saying before you start the fans. So I want to say special thank you to Dr. Anita, and I think Anita Wilberforce or something like that. God bless you so much. I received the token on behalf of MC Berima, and MC Berima is over-elated. In fact, he's over-elated that his ticket for Dubai has been booked in advance. In fact, he's the first person to even book his ticket for September to Remember. So, Doc, thank you so much. But you can also be part of it. 12,000 cedis if you are sharing a room with somebody, and if you want to have your own room, 13,500 Ghana cedis. It's a 1-week tour, and everything in Dubai that is worth seeing, you are going to see it. There will be the yacht party where we're going to have fun in the yachts on the river, having fun, chilling, drinking, and doing things. We'll be going to the desert. We'll be going to the Atlantis water park, and we'll be going to the Frame. The Frame is that platform you stand on there and you see the whole of Dubai. You should be going there, and other things that you are going to enjoy as well. So this this will take care of everything. Your ticket. You mean a second Dubai? No, that's not what we are talking about. Your ticket, hotel, visa, everything will be taken care of when you pay this money. So start now. Call me. Our number on the screen. Just call me and let's do it.
I need this clarification. So what it means is that I can pay 12,000 for Roland and Barrister.
No.
Go.
You pay
if you want to be share rooms, you pay 12,000.
Yes, so you go there and your room, there will be 2 beds for you people to share in the room. That's what we mean. If you want to have yours alone, and that is 13,000.
I wanted to pay for them.
No problem. Me, I need people to pay for it.
Okay, so let's go back once again to Bolga, and when we watch that, Barrister will start the kind of powers we are giving to music fans. I'll be back.
I have a message to the man Arnold Asamoah Bedu, if I am right. Yeah. I have a message to the man Arnold Asamoah Bedu, if I am right. Yeah. I came across a video of him bashing SM fans and then calling us. He used a certain term.
Low-minded.
He said we're low-minded or something like that.
Low-minded, yeah.
But I want him to understand that majority of the SM fans are very discerning, more than what he think he is. Yes, Shata can say be in Pabo back. And it is true. There be also Pabo and so what's the phrase a little mandate. And Mr. Arnold Asamoah Bedu, we are in the Upper East region. We have received your message. All we can tell you is you have to retract and apologize to us because Shatter Movement is not the kind of music group that you know. It is an empire on its own. Let me say it's a community. And the king, Shatawale, is our overall lord. So you don't come and then disrespect us. Because when you disrespect us, we know that you're getting closer to the king. And definitely you're going to disrespect him too. And that is what we cannot take from you. So Arnold Asamoah Bedu, we urge you to apologize and retract that message because I presume or I believe that we the SM fans are very, very discerning more than yourself. Just like the message you kept across, with no apologies and no regrets, we urge you to retract that message. Otherwise, we'll come for your head.
Now, the fans are going for the heads of media people, and thanks to Barrister Dems. Barrister Mo, often I'm married now, possible. Barrister, you see what you guys have?
What did we do?
You are part of it. Hey, people, you've arrogated some power to yourself now. See what your people are saying. They'll come for heads of bandits.
Maybe probably they are burying some Yana that they need heads. So.
No, they are not burying the Yana.
Okay, Brass, the question again.
The question is that have we now gotten to that stage where fans have power to fight like the man wants to fight. Or it is your duty to enjoy and to just support or promote.
What we are doing is entertainment, solely entertainment. It's not any conflict zone, or we are not in a era where we should be calling for genocide and killing people and stuff like that. And I think the subject matter is SM fans are not discerning, or some SM fans, the adjective used there is some. So when you respond, are you part of the discerning people, or you are part of those who are not discerning? That is a question some of us are asking. So probably.
But that debate, it is like you are an Eve, and you go somewhere, someone saying some Eves are something. As much as you might not feel part of that some, you still feel insulted. And let's all be very honest about this.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That
let's all be very honest about this.
It is, and one of the things to do or not to do is to attack somebody's tribe.
Yeah.
And obviously we see the Fanbase as
a
tribe that we all believe in. We believe in some of the ideals and the principles and stuff like that. So for me, it makes the industry very, very active. And I've seen the defense coming from the SM fans. And some of them are calling for retraction of whatever Arnold said. But then again, Rasami, you had the opportunity to defend yourself in front of camera. That yes, we are descending. We are not like that. Probably our ways of thinking may be different. Just tell camera, let people view. But coming to say, shut up, he said you have one. What has one shoe got to do with you not being descending? Already the person has defeated the same argument that we are all, defended the same argument we are making, that you are not descending. Because if you are descending, attack the subject matter, the matter on the bodies. You are not descending. Some of you are not. Don't come and attack my shoe. Since when did we put shoe as a level of intelligence? Since when are we using somebody's one-way dressing? Since when did one-way dressing or wearing one shoe becomes a yardstick or a way to quantify or qualify somebody's intelligence? It doesn't work like that. Okay, why did Arnold say that? He said anytime he comes to talk about Shatta Wale, he feels that some of the SM fans, including Shatta himself, do not pay attention to the things that he said. And he went on and said that some of them are not
discerning,
or some of them are little-minded or whatever, low-minded. And Brasami, it is true. I share the same view with Arnold. I will even use most of them. Come online, most of them are like that. And I don't know if there is somebody at the back who writes for them. Copy and paste. If I get you, I will beat you. Do you know Shatta Wale? Do you know how much Shatta Wale gets? That is not the argument we are making. Another person will come. All of them.
And the anthem.
And when Arnold put up the statements on his timeline, I went through and I wanted to verify his statement that some of them are not discerning. So I went to read the comments. Brasami, the same lane, the same low-minded comments. You don't know Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale is richer than you. Shatta is this. Shatta. No. You are giving the person more vim to even attack you. And he came back again and said he wanted to apologize. So they should give lists or names of those who are discerning so that he can apologize to them. The same comment came up again. So I'm like, no. And I think
that was Arnold also teasing them.
Yes, obviously. And they created room for that.
We should not also encourage that. As much as I don't enjoy these attacks from fans, because I have been a recipient of some of these attacks several times. Sometimes. Yes, but the provocation, I think that's the word. The provocation sometimes.
Yes,
because like the Ever or the tribal example I used, Charlie, that thing when you say it, as much as you said some, doesn't mean I should take it cool.
Yes.
Because according to say, unia about you say share. So serious because the next day it will be.
I said the
enemy good.
He was using a figurative language, and using figurative language is not a crime, especially when you have studied the people for a while and realize that no, these people, their way of consuming simple logic is different from the normal beings. Yeah, so you would want to question.
They'll come
so you would want to.
I'll put his video out.
I'll
tell him out.
You would want to question the kind of thinking they have. Like I said, that some of them need brain surgeons. They need to check because I'm not
being fair.
No, I'm not trying. No,
what do you by some of them? Like what do you by some of them? So which one are some?
Some of the people that you are describing are some of them in Beam Nation.
We will not put ourselves for that ridicule. So yeah, we will not put them.
There are some of them there.
So they will not even
the same description.
Yes. You see,
I see some of them.
The same thing that you are saying, and I'm saying that you will not see them coming out like that. You understand? So if you want to quantify, you will not. You even go hard and mention the person. But as for them, if you want to list the name, you will get tired at the end of the day. I think may his soul rest in peace. Roy. He actually called us dogs. He said
attack dogs. Yes.
He didn't say Samo. He said dogs, and he even said Stoneboy should warn his dogs.
Yeah.
That's Sammy.
Yeah.
So we came back in, and we actually backed very well, and he knew that yes, indeed, we were dogs. If he had said Sam, personally, I wouldn't have come out here. No. I joined the dogs. And we did what was necessary. So for me, I think the speaker, he spoke very well. He spoke maturely, just that he didn't speak reasonably. There was no reason. There was nothing to take home out. Because if you tell me that without apology, without regret, he should retract, what kind of English is that? You are saying that without regret. There's nothing there to even regret at the first place. All that you are asking to retract from what? For saying that some of them are not descending, or to say that he will not talk about Shatawale again. I know he's a pandit.
Yeah.
When the case comes, like the way we are here, if somebody is on the table, we will obviously give it to the person.
Yeah.
Today, Shatta is here. Tomorrow, it may be Beam Natives or Beam Nation.
Yeah.
And if I'm here, I may not be biased. You get it? Because I'm from here, I wouldn't even sound biased. But for me, they ask for SM fans. This is not the first time they are doing it. Like, Kwa would even use them. I would use a certain word, but let's forget about that.
Thank you. Another again. Fanbase and their power to now enter into some discourse that you think they might not be invited there.
Fans have always been like that. They have always been like that. Just that maybe in today's era where we have a lot of platforms for them to jump on and come and attack it. That is why we will see the numbers and we will see them attacking people. First, maybe they will just, when they meet you in town, they will be meow kakra. No one feel they say, chala, how they kasankwa. But today they can do live, they can come under your post, they can come and attack you, but they don't have to even come to your house. They can attack you anywhere. So yeah. So fans, it is in football. Anywhere, everywhere people follow people with passion. That thing is there. One show I'll be there so top. But for me, I think that sometimes the celebrities or the lords or kings that they worship should sometimes communicate and change that narrative or understanding that, okay, if somebody disagrees with us, go and attack the person physically or go and beat them. Like, sometimes there should be a communication to them for them to understand that we don't have to get to this extent if someone disagrees with us. You understand? Because if it happens like they don't say anything. They will not make any comments about some of these things, and then something happens. I am sure that if I don't wish it, but I am sure if tomorrow something happens to Arnold, or we hear that some SM fans have catch Arnold somewhere and they've slapped Arnold or touch him physically or something, I am sure Shatawale will not be happy about it. I want to believe. He will not be happy.
That's not what he wants.
He will come out and condemn it. But should we wait for it to happen before we do that condemnation? No. Sometimes there should be a message to these fans for them to understand that yes, we understand the emotions that comes with some of these things, but you shouldn't go to this extent. You can also go and disagree with the person. And the reason why Arnold will say what he said is that you see some of these fans, and me, I will not limit it to SM fans only.
You do everywhere.
Some of these fans, sometimes when you are addressing a topic and they want to come and argue, they will not come and argue with opposite details or points, or argue from with substance, like to tell you that okay, you are wrong because A and B is this and that and that. No, they will just come at your personality straight. Like and me, anybody like that is a low-minded person to me. Because for instance, I'm a journalist. If I write stories about Shatawale or Stonebwoy or Sarkodie, and you think that my headline is not good, or you think that the story that I did is not in favor of your king or your lord, and then you will not come and attack the story like into details. Tell me that attack that with some details, to let everybody reading the thing feel like no, this journalist did not do something right. But don't come at my personality. We are born nice, then they'll go and take your picture, then they'll start describing you. The other day, I went to Peace FM, so I was just waiting for my Uber. So I came to stand at the road, and not knowing some SM fans were coming from Abekan to join the Tesano road. Till I saw ya, then one. But who you need to? Oh, no, Riga! Who know? When I have a I am saying the number of Shami won't say.
But could be never cheer.
And they are fan of that, they should stop.
Bakubi Jina, maybe I'm a kind of mutual.
Next time.
the threats and those things, sometimes it doesn't give you the room to even sometimes make objective analysis, especially when it comes to panditry. Like, you always feel like, go for your master, my can be there. You see, and when you make it like that, sometimes your artist or the one that you are worshiping might be getting something wrong that you, the fan, cannot tell him. It is the pundits that can draw his attention to it. And I can tell you on this platform, Shatawale has taken a lot of things from us. Sometimes, yes, he disagrees with us. He will come live. Sometimes on his status, he will come at anybody here. He will come and insult you. Yeah. Sometimes he even calls and says, your boys, I'll bring King. I'll come and beat them. But at the end of the day, he picks something. Yeah. That maybe the fans cannot tell him. Or they will go under Shatawale's post and oh, bad man, oh, one done. Then they will leave fire emojis and all of that. That is, you are worshiping the person. So that is what you can do with the person. But allow those that are in this field to sometimes look at other things and be objective about it. Sometimes it's not like what pundits or journalists write about your artist is not the truth. Just that it comes with some pain that you cannot take.
Yeah, you cannot bear it.
Yes, you can. That's the thing. So allow people to speak truth to your artist, because at the end of the day, the biggest result of the whole thing is going to your artist, and you, the fan, will have a bragging right. If we sit down and we are analyzing issues and they pick one or two from it and then they are doing it, that's a win more. And your fan now when you're bragging right, I got on social media. Our artist has won this. Our artist is doing that. Your favorite artist is not doing some. at that point you have forgotten about the pandit or no better now on oh feel say sometimes or can be na ebia one can ya oba akwa attack no be na na be ya no. I think they should give the pandits that space for them to do their work. Yes. Me, I've always said that even in Ghana, we don't criticize who. That's what I mean. There's a show in US, I've forgotten the name of the show.
In front of the person, and yes,
and one podcast show. Because I mean, if you listen to what the way they describe some of their celebrities, make sure Kanye West there back be. They are describing Ghana. And because this thing, it can never happen here in Ghana. I can't see me, my baby, and after that, my people will kill. They will beat you. So that thing, I think it is the artists themselves that they can, I mean, like lead that campaign for their fans to understand that okay, when people are on TV, when people are on radio, and they are discussing us, don't be too emotional about it to the extent that you have to go physical with them, go and attack somebody or do no. Because the artists also need those pandits to do. They need these watchdogs. Yeah. If you are working and you don't need any watchdog, sometimes you can't even challenge yourself. I am sure Shatawale winning on that level so many times. Sometimes he wants to feel like I want to do this thing and prove to the gatekeepers or the industry people that without them I can do it. I'm who will really be brave. Yeah. So sometimes it's not just about what the person is saying to your king or your lordship or anything, but look at the substance in the thing. Look at what can you take from there. I know some of us sometimes get it wrong. We are also human beings, just as your artist or your king. We are all human beings. Sometimes you need to be right. In fact, sometimes it's not as if you say we sit on this platform like the guy was saying. Some of them are descending down, and of course, yes, we know. We don't come and sit on this platform because we think you will not such a money now. Some people are watching us that when they get opportunity to come and sit here, the kind of knowledge that they will share. Some of us we don't have it. So yes, the usubani inyamabi nebema obia describe it. Some of you like that. Because imagine that if you have a lot of SM fans going to address issues like kind of wasama. Me the other day I many sack nation guy being a bantabi. The way the guy was responding to my issues, many they are down for by force because at the point I felt like I didn't need enough information to even do counter, yes, to do the argument with him. So I had to stop. So sometimes enya wo ye ya no o ma me twe hey me boss hey enya no na be ma obi information wo no waka se on fa mba bonti ana se obejaye o. You can use your brains to even beat somebody. Okay. Obe feel bad more than you even slapping him. Okay. So they should among Tony's part and so na say how would Arnold go and sit on United Showbiz and describe them?
Okay. Thank you, Roland. I'm sure you can wrap up for me, and this will be the very last one. Let me listen to you, bro. Baby, I've been fine.
You know, I felt sad when I watched the video. I felt sad for the guy.
Why?
Because you see what Arnold said there.
But wait, did the guy say some of them are descending?
He said majority. Yes, he said majority of them are descending than Arnold.
So there are still some that are not descending.
And I said, I felt sad for him because for him to say, we the people in the Upper East, we've received your message. Like, yeah, we've received your message. Like,
Amati. That's what I'm saying. Now the power, the fan base.
You see, let's not encourage some of these things. In fact, when he was calling for Arnold to retract and apologize, I thought he was going to give him even a single reason for him to apologize or even retract.
But he did.
Which is?
It says majority of them are descending.
It is a confirmation of what Arnold said. Arnold said some of them are descending, some are not. And you said majority of them are.
Okay, so there is still some that are not.
Exactly. So you still didn't give the guy any reason for him to come and apologize. Now, if you call Arnold to come and apologize, he doesn't know the reason why you should come and apologize.
Because they'll come for his head.
We should cut it in cents.
Because if it doesn't, they'll come for it.
If you are even giving somebody power to come for people's head when they make such comments about brands, it should be the people who are being spoken about. I'm talking about the laws and the leaders of these people. If somebody should go for Arnold's head, it should be Shatawale. Because he was speaking about it. It is because of Shatawale that they even came into the whole conversation. And you see, that is not their power. That is not their responsibility. The main responsibility or the core mandate of these fan base is to support. Listen and support. That is the basic. And you know, because fans are always, like, fans will always be fans, and some even grow into fanatics. You can't blame them when they begin to act these ways. But it is the responsibility of their leaders and their laws to put them to check. Unless the leaders want to tell us that is the reason they created these fan bases. So that when people say something about them that they don't like, they charge them to attack these people. Then we will know that, okay, these fan base there, the motive of this fan base is to attack. Then we will know that. Other than that, if you should ask any of these people who have huge fan bases, they will tell you that their fan base is one of the reasons why they are successful. And I don't know how success comes with you going for somebody's head rather than fighting your challenges. And the challenge here is for you to patronize whatever they are selling. So where does going for somebody's head come? It is not your responsibility. It is not your call. Unless you want to tell us that you are also part of the undiscerning people. Then we will know, say, okay, you are born so you are now going to attack the person. If you are part. And in fact, I have, see, what Arnold said there. That's why when Barrister was talking, I wanted to ask him about his own camp. See, it is peculiar with almost all of them. All of them. All of them. Let's not.
There is none different.
Oh, see, you will get
the same people.
You will get some Onimobi there who will come on the country. You see, on the country.
Oh,
you see, when somebody is speaking, when somebody brings up a subject matter and we are discussing, bring points. Okay, I think you made this headline. I think that you could have said it this way. Okay, this is what you said. Shatawale is a bad person. Oh, okay. Shatawale is not a so good person. You can put it that way. It will still mean the same thing, but in a different way. That's it. Bring arguments, bring statements that we can say, okay, bring options, give us options, and make us look back. Okay, you said Shatawale is very controversial. You should have said, okay, let's say you said Shatawale likes negative news or bad news. You can say Shatawale is very controversial, and it will still mean the same thing, but in a very different way. When you bring this kind of argument, you nullify whatever
everyone is saying.
But when you come with, I will beat you, and now mommy say, and now why you say, and now your shoe like this, and now your head like this, you've still not said anything. You've not said anything, and in fact, you even give the person speaking good arsenals for him to even come at you, because at the end of the day, whether whatever he's saying is right or not, he has relayed his information, and people are taking that information without you bringing any counter argument to even nullify whatever he said. So whether what he said is true or not, it is gone. It is gone. Now, another Samambedu says that some SM fans are discerning, some are not discerning. You are saying whatever statement that he said was false. Bring arguments. Let's know that, in fact, it is not some, but all SM fans are discerning. And for you to come and means first statement not carry we've received your message, can ma'am yem shame.
You're crashing.
Bruh, Sisi and what you to me. Okay, what you to ma. Bring an argument, let me see that. Okay, at least. Okay, what you to me, you've received the message, but you are not part of the undiscerning, you are part of the discerning people. So I know, because I am part of the discerning people, I think A, B, C, D is why you should retract, because about 99% of us are discerning, even more than you. So because of A, B, C. So if you list your point, then we know that, in fact, let's say, Arnold, you said this on this day, you said that on this day, which I think was wrong because you were supposed to say it this way, A, B, C, D. Then we know that, oh, indeed, you people are even more discerning than Arnold or Nuti Show. Like we know, like he said, some people are even discerning than the pandits. Fair enough, we won't argue. We won't argue. So if he had brought that point, then we will know that, oh, in fact, and we have better arguments or better statement that we can even use to replace Arnold. So that we can see. But you didn't. And you said you should come and retract and apologize because if not, you come for his head. Is that the only reason? So that means what he said is true. But because you didn't like it, you want to go for his head. That is not your job, my guy. Fine, your job is to listen and support. If you are tired with that, let your king know.
I see. Wonderfully said by my pundits. Zola, no, not Zola. Barrister. Barrister, I hear we are going to do Ashama to the world.
Yes, yes.
When, to be specific?
3rd September.
3rd September.
Yes, Saturday.
Oh, okay. That's not very far. Oh, that's not very far. Oh, no, August before.
August
Okay, yeah. Okay, 3rd
I
September.
think you'll be in Dubai by then.
No, we will be going to Dubai on 28th.
We will be going to Dubai on 28th, so by 3rd year we'll be here to do
All right. On 7th August, Lady Ophelia is also launching her 2nd album.
Okay.
Yeah, at West Hills Mall.
West Hills Mall.
Pentecost Church. So, yes, if you're in Ghana, those watching us, if you're in Ghana by then,
we are inviting you.
Join us.
Okay.
We have a lot of things also coming up as BIM fans.
Okay.
August 21st, we are doing the photo shoot.
Okay.
We are doing photo shoot.
BIM fans photo shoot.
Yes. It's annually. We do it every year. So
I see.
This time around.
Sporting BIM attacks.
Yes, at the BIM shop, and then the street of Ashamo.
Okay.
And then we.
Is that is what date?
21st of August.
August. Okay, that's next month. Okay.
Ahead of the Ashamo to the wall.
Some traffic.
And then we are also anticipating the Python jeans like that.
The nightclub session. Yeah.
As for this one, we are calling for sponsors to come and sponsor us because it's a big event. So we need.
Can you do it at the Mr. T's nightclub again?
No, we want to change.
You want to change the venue?
Okay.
Well, we are waiting for all these activities and more especially Ashama to the world. It is one event that.
So we are not discussing Hammer.
Oh no! It has been discussed here.
I saw the YouTube.
Yeah, it has been discussed here already. So maybe. Okay, I'm giving you 2 minutes to tell him what you want to tell him.
The baton crown, where is it? Who is holding it? I think that Hammer, being a legend, should have known better that he will put up a statement to say the baton has been successfully transferred to his new lord. And he mentioned, I think, 4 people and taking Wendy Shea and other ladies out of the thing. If it is just international exposure, a lot of these artists have done that before. So let's allow the industry to grow. Let us not start bringing these unnecessary, arguments.
Well, personally, the moment I saw the post, I became disappointed.
Yes. I even commented and I was
no, like you don't say this.
Bro, this is what they do.
Was that the exact understanding?
Yes, that's what he meant.
Well, I have a different understanding.
He was benching the big guys.
Because, I mean, in our industry, we cannot run away from the fact that at every point in time, there are some faces that you can mention to say, okay, the industry is growing or it has grown to a certain point. From 93, you can mention Reggie Rackstone and mention some few rappers to make your argument. When you come back to even the early 2000s, you can mention the Saminis Keki. Like every point in time, wait, I'm coming. At every point in time, the industry grows to a certain point, and it's some few artists that you can use as benchmarks for those standards. Maybe he used the wrong word to say they are handing over batons. So, because of course, Hammer knows very well that none of these artists have retired. Nobody, people are still in music.
So that's where he goofed.
Because like I said,
the baton has
in baton, the moment you hand over, you rest.
He said successfully.
Successfully
transferred.
That's what I'm saying. That maybe that was not the message he wants to put across. But you know, sometimes
you cannot appreciate what he has put there. If it is a vague statement, let us deal with the vague statement that he put out there.
But it came with a meaning.
Yes.
It came with a meaning.
So for me,
that statement there, it was a low blow. Seriously. Personally, the moment I saw it, I said, hammer. What is the problem they have with these guys? Yes, I understand. And you see the boys they are praising today.
No,
tomorrow,
don't even say
they will have the same problem with them.
Brass, don't even say that. When they don't make it tomorrow, they will come around and come and blame the big artists, their fan base, and say that, oh, okay, we are not supporting the new guys. We are doing these fan base things. And that is what is affecting it.
Statement here that
it
is even scary that some of these supposed new laws are even repeating the same mistakes they did.
Yes.
And obviously, when you do, you will obviously suffer the same fate as
DJ Khalid Sev even invite this guy LaRusso. If it is about the exposure, and LaRusso should have been ahead of these guys.
Yeah. So that statement, I think, because I've said it before on this platform, I don't want to go back to it again. It was a low blow. It was a low blow. No, I'm looking for an opportunity to meet him one-on-one. Now he's selling kung fu juice, so he's really busy. Kung fu fruit juice. When he settles, we get him to respond to some of this. Guys, thank you so much. Knowledge shared and wisdom also shared and information shared as well. You guys are on top of your game. Special thanks to Young Barrister, to Nana Reagan, as well as to Roland Abate, and to the production guys, Digital Rasta on camera, Richie Flex, editor director, Emmanuel Fowila PG, producer, and Gideon Neil Lampteson as the creative director. My name is Sammy Flex. If you loved this, remember we do this every weekday, 8:30 GMT. Subscribe to us and let's do some more. But feel free and also share your opinion on the issues discussed here. We'll meet again some other time. If not in Ghana, maybe in Dubai.
In Dubai.
I'll see you.